God, there it is. What I was looking for.
Hello, I think we're live. I think we're live. We're just going to check that out. I think we are live right now. We are. There we go. I can hear us. Right. Okay. We are live. Hello. Welcome to 2023, everybody. We're back. The Gamerhub Podcast. Boom, boom, boom. Um, it's myself, Joe, or Mopish, whatever you want to call me. Probably Mopish. And I'm here as ever with my friend and colleague Breeze. How you doing, Breeze? Happy New Year.
How are you?
How are ya? I'm doing
I'm well.
good. I'm
I'm
doing
well.
good. You know, looking forward to 2023 because it is stacked for games.
I'm ready. It's been. I haven't played anything decent. No, I ain't gonna say that. Let me not use wrong words. I've been playing some decent games, but it's been a little lackluster. Find myself playing the same thing over and over, and I just need something new, some
Mm.
exciting. Um, Game Pass has been cool and all, and I'm the indie lover.
Oh
Love
yeah,
me a good indie game, but I've gotten bored on Game Pass. So, uh,
100%.
you know,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
ready for something new, something exciting.
Starfield. Oh wait, did I say that
I'm
out
ready for
loud?
Starfield. I'm ready for Starfield. I'm ready for Redfall. I'm ready for Diablo 4. I'm ready. I'm ready for more.
So basically, to sum it up, you're ready for some more games. You're ready for some more games,
I'm
yo.
Yes. I'm ready for some more games. I'm ready to be antisocial to the outside world.
I'm about to move
I'm
somewhere I don't know
ready.
anyone. I'm ready to be antisocial in my spare time. I'm going to be racking up the G's.
Man, that's it. Like in games,
Okay, so
enjoying myself.
we're gonna start off this podcast. We've got lots to get through. So we're kind of just there's not really been much in the way of news, just more Activision Blizzard Microsoft merger crap, which like I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm so bored of that now. And so we're just going to talk about games. And we're going to talk about Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, what they've all got coming up, and what they need to do really, in our eyes, to have a good 2023. If everything that's been announced gets gets released, it should be pretty decent. But before we go into
What
that,
we want.
let's have a little
That's all
talk.
we're asking.
What you been playing, Breeze? I know haven't been playing an awful lot because of the move and stuff, but
Right,
what
right.
had you been playing?
So, so since the move, since I've just gotten back on board, I tried out High on Life,
Yeah.
and while I have not gone back to it, I like it. I like it. I think it's hilarious. The comic relief is super funny. And I can't wait to continue to play. I have young children in the house. I don't really don't play certain games around them. So um I have to like that's on the late night when I'm by myself type thinking I can play that. And so High on Life. And I've also been playing Warzone 2.0. Now I did buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because I was kind of disappointed with Cold War. And I bought that, and that kind of just it's like I'm over Call of Duty, and I didn't play Vanguard. I wasn't, even though I like a nice historical, like depiction game. I
Mm.
just didn't play it, and so my friend Murdoch was like, "Well, let's play Call of Duty Warzone." I'm like, "All right." So playing it, and I really like it.
Yeah.
If any of you play, yeah, it's free to play. Um, Call of Duty Warzone 2.0,
Mhm.
and it's a PvP VE. It's, just like Fortnite, like
Mm.
PUBG. And
Oh, so they
you
got
go
some
around
bots
and
in
you
there.
have
You
to,
saying?
yeah, it's some real like the AI. I guess that was the big thing about, the game was the AI, how smart they are
Mm,
and how they respond
mm,
to tactical environments. And I tell you, going up some against some of the AI is like
mm.
difficult.
Is
And
it?
they come in droves and they run and they jump down shit. And it's like, oh, you ain't never did that before. And then and then you're playing against, the bots, and then it might be a player there, and then you
Mm,
don't know until you're actually up against somebody, and it's good. You have to find you have to do objectives in the field, complete objectives to get contraband or better weapons to help complete the game or last the game.
mm,
Gas mask, because if you don't make the DZ, if you don't make the drop or the exfil point,
mm.
the map starts to cover up in some like radiation smoke and you have to escape it. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean it's dope. And it gets intense at like intense battles at the extraction points.
yeah.
It's off the hook. Like I like it. I appreciate it. So it did put me in the mood to actually buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So that's gonna be my purchase.
There
So
you go. Yeah. When you were saying about like the AI being smart, I was thinking because the when Todd Howard was on the Lex Fridman podcast, he was going on about sort of saying one of the challenges in games is having like near smart AI. Because if you have genuinely smart AI, it'd just be impossible for us to beat. Like you'd have to be a true soldier on the game to like to actually know and do like to do it properly. So they have to make him
yeah.
make occasional mistakes, like so you can actually kill him. Yeah,
But
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
uh,
But I mean, just the fluidity of them, they're AI,
mm,
but
yeah,
just
yeah.
the fluidity of how they move, it's really cool. It's really cool. So it's a really fun game if you have a squad. Like you can play by
Mm,
yourself, but I
mm.
recommend going in with people. You can play with randoms. I've had some good games. I've had a lot of bad games with randoms. But it's an overall fun game.
So is it
Yeesh.
safe to say you're over your Fortnite nightmare?
Don't you go there. Don't go there. Okay. I was gonna mention I didn't play Fortnite. I was gonna mention that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I haven't started the new season. So I have not. Since with everything, life been busy, I did not get a chance to play Fortnite. And I'm sad about that. I'm gonna get on Fortnite.
Yeah?
Um yeah, of course. Too. It's
And
just
here I
Warzone
thought
is
you'd move past it. I thought, yeah, she's on
nah,
Warzone, that's
nah.
it. She ain't gonna go
It's a
back.
new map. I have to play it because it's a brand new map. I've been playing that same
I
old
will
map.
give it this. I saw it being played, and it like since the Unreal Engine 5, like it's a pretty looking game now. Like it does look nice. But yeah. Anyway, and like, I see it, and I saw like the Dragon Ball Z when they had those updates and stuff, and Goku firing at
Oh,
Kamehamehas. I was like,
oh my,
that's so
oh,
weird. I know that was a long time ago
flying on
now,
the
but.
Nimbus. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was Kamehameha. You should check out my page on Facebook, Queen Breeze Game. I have a few Kamehamehas on there that
Oh
won me the
yeah.
match. It was just awesome.
Yeah,
Ah,
what we might try and do is like just use videos of Breeze playing Fortnite and Kamehamehaing instead of just this screen with the Gamerhub logo on it. I apologise, guys. You were going to get our pretty faces, but unfortunately, I was having some technical issues and I've got some pizza, because Pizza Fridays,
got some
like
pizza
waiting
waiting for
downstairs for
you.
me. Yeah, anyone Chicago, New York around here listening, like or Italian even, like yeah, I've got some pizza waiting for me, like that's being cooked. So
All right.
I couldn't be bothered with the technical issues anymore. The hiccups needed to just take a seat and just like let me just get on with this shit. Um.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So I have been playing a lot of stuff. Like me and my buddy did like Halo Master Chief like run. So we've done most of those games on Reach now, and now we've added one of our other buddies into that. And I've only got 2 achievements left to get in Grounded, so I pretty much did all of that, fought all the big bosses and
Oh,
stuff. Like yeah, properly selling it.
wow.
I completed High on Life, reviewed it. It's on Everything
Okay.
Xbox Facebook
I'm
page.
excited.
Go and check it out. I love it.
Check
It's a
that
great
out.
game. Um,
Okay.
honestly, it's kind of like yeah, I genuinely felt like I was it was an episode of Rick and Morty, but I had a degree of control over what happened. And I loved the traversal of the map, like the verticality of it by using knifey and stuff,
Yeah.
and then like having the powers to and the boss battles are a lot of fun. Like ironically, I thought the first boss was probably one of the hardest ones, but
Yeah,
after that they
that
were all pretty
mantis.
easy.
that damn mantis bug, whatever. Did it look like mantis? Is that
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. The
Before
funny
you
like,
get stabby?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, that was a hilarious. That
Mm.
yeah, that was I
The
appreciate
game was great. Like I thought it was really funny. Like it was definitely like an episode of like Rick and Morty where it all starts off relatively normal, like your parents going out of town, and then before you know it, like it just there's an alien world. It's like shit is getting real,
Yeah.
and it's just like and your sister's there just like racking up some lines of drugs off her like pocket mirror. It's just like oh my god, it's so weird.
Yeah, that shit threw me off. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2 seconds. Yeah. So, but I mean, I've played a lot. Cheers. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Had a bit of an issue there with my mic. Um, yeah, I
Pizza.
had a bit of
Hey, pizza time.
yeah, pizza time. That's exactly what that is. Um, yeah. Glad you shout out to this guy in the chat. He's like delighter. um, um, yeah. We've got So yeah, I played a lot. I've got like I was playing like old school Battlefront, like the original like Battlefront 2, like via the backwards compatibility.
So that, how was that?
Playing Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. I was playing. I played all sorts of stuff, you know. Like I'd made
Nice.
full use of the time over Christmas to play
Your name's
to play games. Yeah.
right. Get it in.
Mm. Anyway, moving on. We suppose we better start our topics. Hey,
Yeah, let's do that.
and we've
So,
go on. You introduce our topics. What we doing?
yeah.
We
Well,
we
I've
are
been
what?
off the loop, so here we go. Well, first off, we know PlayStation has had a bomb 2022. Would you agree?
They have, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think is going to happen 2023? Do you think they're going to have another great year?
I do, yeah. I think like okay, so uh, they had a great 2022, topping it off with God of War. Like unlucky to lose
Or,
out on Game of the Year, really. Um,
yeah,
I thought it would win myself, but the power of Elden Ring, I guess.
a
Um,
lot of
they've
people did.
what have they got? They have got some like this is the exclusives that we know about, or just games because a couple of them are actually coming to Switch too. But they're not coming to Xbox. So they've got
No, no.
Forspoken in January.
You think? No.
In
Okay.
February, they've got Harry Potter. I mean, obviously, I know that is on Xbox, but they've
That's,
got like
yeah.
massive marketing rights. Like some people don't even know it's coming out on Xbox. They've got an exclusive quest and stuff like that. A few like they've basically got the Call of Duty
Basically,
marketing
I
stuff,
was
but with
just gonna say that.
yeah.
And and so how hypocritical does that, come
I know,
on.
right? I know,
Guys
yeah,
are
yeah,
whiners. Anyway, we're talking about games. Okay, moving
yeah.
on.
They've got Labyrinth of Galleria. I mean, that's coming out on Switch as well. They've got PSVR 2, and they've got Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village. Resident, I don't have VR, and I've actually not really. My experience with it is like really minimal. I get seasick, but I'm really intrigued by VR, and I'm tempted to just have like a load of motion sickness tablets ready so I can just like get it on the go. I actually think
Nervous
it will
about
become
getting
less niche in VR. I think as the technology improves, I think it will get sorted and it will become way more more popular. But anyway, they've got
it.
Octopath Traveler again. That's coming to Switch, but just not Xbox. They've got The Last of Us launching on PC. Um, in April, they've got the Horizon Forbidden West DLC. Um, and then they've still got things that we don't have a release date for. They've got Final Fantasy 16. Uh, Sorry, actually, that's coming in June. But then they've got Death Stranding 2, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. They've got a lot. They've got a lot coming. Um, Either with release dates or without. If they can release all of that, that's an amazing year,
Yeah, that
in
is
my
an
opinion.
amazing year. even if they come out with, I'll say, three, and those have to be the massive game. Forspoken,
Mm,
Harry Potter, Resident Evil Village, Horizon, call it that's a big.
mm,
I think that if they can keep on track with those,
And to be
they
honest with you,
definitely have a good year.
I'm gonna. I know they kind of don't need to, but I actually also think they're gonna acquire Square Enix. Like I said, they
I
don't need to
mean,
because they're pretty much like most of their games are exclusive anyway. But I think yeah, after this whole Activision Blizzard thing goes one way or the other, I think we will hear Sony buying Square Enix.
if it's
Um,
the JRPGs.
mm. Well, it's just they want to like lock down. I think the Final Fantasy um, IP is massive. They've got they've got some other stuff. They did sell off their Western branches, which is all I really, to be honest with you, on a personal note, I really cared about Square. Um, I'm not massive on a lot of their stuff. I'm not really sort of like a JRPG type guy. Just a personal taste. I know lots of people in the community love them,
Yeah,
but yeah.
yeah, yeah. There
Uh,
are a lot of JRPGs
do you?
for sure.
I mean, what do you think they need? Do you think they need to announce? They didn't have like a real showcase last year. I would say that's a okay. They didn't really need to because Xbox didn't have anything coming this year. Like without Starfield and Redfall releasing in 2022, PlayStation didn't really need to come out with anything. Once we knew that they were delayed, like that, they kind of could just ride on it and being dominant anyway. Like, do you think um they will need? I think they will need to have a show this year, and I think they're going to need to show what else they've got up their sleeve because we like so out of all of those, Spider-Man is the only one in their first party. Like Death Stranding, obviously we know that's Kojima. Um, Horizon, okay, but that's DLC for a game that's already out. You know, Forspoken, that's Square Enix. So yeah, there's nothing actually really from the PlayStation Studios. Um,
Well, do I mean, if they do have a showcase, um,
yeah,
they would be like very. They're gonna be very under wraps. I mean, I
they're gonna be
think
what?
that very under wraps about it
Yeah,
because they haven't had one. I think they're working on some new games that I don't think- I think they're just gonna drop some good shit on us. Like they've been dropping some major shit lately. Excuse my language.
yeah,
Um,
not drop it like it's hot.
no, no, they have been. Like I have to give it to PlayStation. You know,
They have, yeah.
they've been they've been killing it. So um, if they do come with an approach of not saying anything until they have their showcases together, then so be it.
Mm,
They're going to showcase something. But if they have these games that are dropping 2023, I don't think they have to really worry about dropping anything new. Possibly just trailers of what's to come, like
mm,
But I don't know if they feel like the fans feel pressed to have a showcase. I know they dropped out of E3 for a reason,
mm.
so showcases
I
aren't
know
really
they're trying to
their
do like
focus.
their whole what is it PlayStation? I
Yeah,
can't
their
remember.
own
Like
thing.
what do they call it? I can't remember what it's even called now. So stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid.
You said,
um, what do they call it?
but yeah,
It
they're gonna come with their own showcase.
yeah,
They
I think
already
they need
have.
like summer showcase style one rather than just like the sort of mini 20-minute sort of episodes where they have and they just show a few pieces. Like I like the whole sort of. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can show other things and have those little ones, but I like the hype of of a excuse me of a summer
Yeah.
showcase. You know,
Show. Yeah.
state of play. Thank you, Gladrius. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
state of
Oh, the
play.
state
Yeah,
of play. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Gladius, for that.
Me personally, I'm not pressed if they don't.
Mm. uh,
Maybe for 2024, they want to announce some things that they're working on for them. Of course,
yeah.
I
Sure.
think that'll be necessary.
What do you think is there out of all those games like in that list? What do you think? I mean, there's lots of other games coming as well. There's some huge multiplats coming out. Some without dates, some with dates. Obviously, Harry Potter actually is a multiplat in that.
Multiply.
Um,
Yeah.
but like, it would be good to know what else they've got cooking within their own studios. I
Besides
suppose the thing is
Spider-Man.
they can afford to be reactive really because Xbox just been like
I mean,
so Jekyll and Hyde.
Final Fantasy 2. I say Final Fantasy, but excuse me, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is coming out, and those are broken down into parts. Parts. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. It's broken down into parts, so I thought that was neat how they're gonna stretch that out. Um, yeah, I think it'll be okay. If they need a state of play, they should show it for the 2024 game.
Hmm.
Prepare
Okay.
for the future.
Should we move on to Nintendo then? Nintendo just they seem to just knock it out of the park every year.
Yeah,
Go
they
on then.
do. I have no gripes with Nintendo.
Yeah, no gripes in Nintendo. That being said, I
No,
haven't played a lot of Nintendo myself recently. Um,
I have not either, so I can't really talk about what I do.
well, I mean, but let's talk about what they've got coming up because obviously they've got Tears of the Kingdom coming out, like the new Zelda.
Right.
I think it's a direct
Wait,
follow
is
on.
Zelda?
My friend Josh, shout out to him. He's a massive like Zelda buff. Like he just like is a lore junkie on it, and it's like, oh yeah, do you know about this order? Blah blah blah. Anyway, move on. um, he yeah, he's like, oh yeah, the timeline's really funny. It was kind of a bit Elder Scrollsy in terms of like there's different stuff that happens all at the same time, but it's on, and then it goes back into one timeline. It's weird. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom direct follow on, I think, from uh, oh god, why can't I remember the the most recent Zelda that came out? Um, anyone want to help me out? Um, anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is they've got that coming, and that will. I wouldn't be surprised if that wins Game of the Year. To be honest with you, I did think Starfield.
100%.
I did. I think it will be massively impactful, but just it's incredibly popular, Zelda, and so are Nintendo.
Yeah, it really is. Zelda is a very fun
But
line to play.
they have a whole host of their own stuff coming up, like I
Kirby.
mean,
Kirby's coming. I do
Kirby's
look
coming.
forward to that.
Yeah. Do you, what would you what's your favorite Nintendo IP?
Oh, the what I've played the most
Mm.
is Luigi.
Starfield mentioned. Uh, Luigi. You played Luigi the most, so Mario is your favorite IP then, I
Yeah,
guess.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Oh, is
I mean,
that
I
like in
like
the
Mario.
GameCube, like Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, it was on the GameCube.
Mm.
They have it on I really enjoy the game. I wish they do more with it.
Isn't
Yeah, I really
Bayonetta coming
enjoy
out this year as well? The new Bayonetta?
Supposed to. I'm not really a fan of Bayonetta.
I mean, I'm not really either, but
That's
just like anime
that's
game, but.
brought on so much travesty with that game.
Oh god, yeah, let's not get into the controversy over
So
that.
much
Ah,
drama.
they've got Pikmin 4 coming out. I love
Yeah,
Pikmin.
Pikmin 4 is coming out.
Um, yeah, so
I know at
Nintendo.
their last showcase they played a lot that they were coming out. You know,
Oh, they've got a Star Wars
Nintendo's
game.
gonna have
They've got an exclusive Star Wars game, Star Wars Hunters.
they have some big Switch, Digimon. People are excited about Digimon. I'm
Yeah,
not.
put it this way:
I
if
wasn't.
if all of those games that they've got, like, so, you've got Pikmin there, you've got uh, Tears of the Kingdom, Bayonetta, plus all the other sort of like exclusive little indie games they've got coming out. I think their Nintendo's again another strong year. But one thing I think if they want to like pure it and have like an amazing like top of every 1 year, they need to announce a Switch 2 this summer. Um,
Mm.
at E3. Wait till E3, guys. um, yeah, I think if they have a Switch Pro, not Switch Pro, but basically a new Switch, like a new console, then I think that will do very well for them. Um,
Yeah.
and I think it would, and then like and announce a load of new games coming out for it. That would be super cool.
Have the OLED.
Put in.
No, I said no, not because they have the OLED model.
I know, but it's not. I'm talking about like a new generation of Nintendo console, like like brand new hardware and stuff like that, like able to run games at more than, well, at least 1440p. um, yeah, and then I mean, I guess they've got Witcher and things like that running on Switch, but at with very low levels of detail and stuff and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Um, yeah, I think that's what all Nintendo need to do. I think to have um like a real good year. Like probably would top at everyone. Nothing gets people hyped like a new system.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
should we move on to the elephant in the room then?
Mhm.
Xbox.
Ah, Xbox.
I know, I know. They've got. I mean, like if Starfield and Redfall come out last year, we'd be having a bit of a different discussion. But they've got, and if I just look at that little that graphic, they have got they had like games coming. This is after their showcase. They had like all these games that are coming. Let's just check. Hang on. They had all these
I
games
have
coming.
Minecraft Legends,
They yeah, they've got
Redfall,
Redfall, Starfield,
Wolong,
Forza, Minecraft Legends. They've got Our History Untold, Stalker 2. Um,
League of Legends,
mm,
PC, and Wild Rift.
then we've got Replaced as well, which was announced at the Game Awards.
Stefan,
Or shown at the Game Awards. That
Excalibur, League of Legends, Wild Rift.
Shout out to the
Are you
League of Legends.
ready?
But then
Toxic ass
if you look,
community.
if you got yeah, they've got like so in the 2022 column, they've got like Atomic Hearts, which should have come out should have come out last year, but it's still coming out. So they've got like
Yes.
just backlogs of stuff which like just didn't make it, just has not come out.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I've been speaking to like
Never
a couple of
take
my friends. Shout out to Oltan and Callum from Everything Xbox. Like we've been talking, and I know Oltan. He's livid with Xbox. He's like we don't know what's coming. They've got no release dates for anything. Like he's like, I doubt Starfield will even come out. Like I reckon it's 2024 or it's later this year. And I can't blame him. Like I don't think it will be. I think I think and hope that they'll have a showcase, which is rumored, like in the next couple of weeks. They'll show like upcoming stuff, gameplay and release dates for Redfall, for Minecraft Legends, for Forza, for Starfield, and just all the other stuff, like the stuff they've got deals with, like Stalker, um, like Atomic Heart, Arc 2, and stuff like that. All this stuff that's supposed to be releasing in this
I
first half of the
know.
year, and
Chilling.
give us some release dates, and then and when summer comes along, they can do like, okay, this is the next 12 months. But the longer they leave it, I think Ryan McCaffrey said it. The longer they leave it, like just the the worse it's gonna get for them, and the more like they in
Even if
2021.
they have a
Sorry, go on. I've been talking for
showcase,
ages.
no, even if they don't have a showcase, if they go back to I wish these places would go back to the old school marketing. Just give us a dope trailer, 15 seconds or however time slot you need to pay for, and bust a date on it at the end of it. So I know, like, it's there, and keep playing that through. If I'm watching Tubi, Freebie, and everybody's watching these free movie apps, that has commercial breaks in them. The lower side, the what is it, the 9.99 or 7.99 side of Netflix, or however, ads added, whatever. Like, go back to that. Yeah, but like, I agree with you. Be definite on these dates. Let people know. I don't, me. I'm not really a big showcase person. Like, I should showcase.
Oh man, I'm such a
Because
showcase boy. I love a
they've
showcase.
been like lackluster, even though the Game Awards has been like stepping it up. I'm not gonna lie. Just, and E3's coming back. I can't wait.
Oh man, me too. I
I
just want to
hope
go.
it's fire. I hope it's fire. I hope you
Mm,
guys have rested and you come back now. If anybody can announce some release dates at E3, oh yeah,
mm,
win right there. But
mm,
yeah, just give us those classic ads.
mm,
Throw a release date on there. Deliver on that release
mm.
date, and man, let's get it.
Yeah.
This is how I feel.
Here's the problem for Xbox though. Like they've got to not only do they have to release all these games in this time period, they need to then announce a load of other games and make sure they hit their release dates. Otherwise, they're just going to lose momentum all over again, and it's going to because like they were building up a momentum when like Forza Horizon 5 came out and Halo Infinite came out, and that launched well, regardless of what state it's in now. Um,
Right.
and
Right.
but then
They drink
they
some
just
people's
dried
emotions.
up. The games dried up, and we were left with another barren year. It's kind of like back to what
Yes, with a
2017. That
lot
year
of
was a horrible
it
year.
was back to a lot of retro indie.
They've
And
been great for that,
like
but
I
that's
said,
because of Game Pass. Like I think Game
but
Pass has
yeah,
been
but
their saving grace. Like God knows
yeah,
what.
but still, and I love, yeah, Game Pass has been their saving grace, but still, now it's the, like I told you, you always know, I love good indie games. I really do. And
Mm,
now you have people who are expecting to utilize this up to 4K ability,
mm,
want to use their cores to the max, and
mm,
want to see this, and you're bringing out a lot of games that are retro based. They're not feeling it.
mm.
It's like, now I understand the arguments of fillers. It's fillers going on because it's like, yeah, you guys haven't been like, real on dropping some good things. So
Mm.
even though, I mean, I've been satisfied, but at the same time, Redfall, I've been waiting. Um,
Yeah. Oh, have you
you've
heard
been
about that?
waiting. You've been
Should we
waiting
talk
until they
about
start.
Redfall quickly? Like about the rumored May release date, but it's going to be releasing in early access and stuff, and it's like it just kind of gives me nervous vibes, like releasing it into early access and stuff. It means if I feel like it means they're having issues with either the
I mean,
fun factor of the multiplayer, like, or
but see,
technical issues.
that's my thing. Had they been transparent with that from the gate, would you trip off of it? Grounded is the best example because they
That's
started
true.
off as, this is a game in development,
Mm,
things are not going to work, report them. Like,
mm.
they did that, and it's a great game.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I still think it's like a very underrated game, and if you guys do get an Xbox, play that. It's really, really good. And their approach to it, to where they were able to develop online, and you got to see the process of it. They were transparent about that. So you can't
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like, oh, that's a weak ass game. It's not. They didn't deliver. They did. And
yeah.
you got to help them deliver. And if I feel like if a lot more games, especially on Xbox, because the Xbox allowed them to do that, takes that approach, then okay, it could be bomb.
I see the point you're trying to make, but correct, like, so Redfall is being developed by Arcane Austin. It's like one of their, it's like they're prestigious, you know. And I know that Obsidian are too, like they're known like as a great, fantastic studio. but they were like, yeah, it's a small team, it's a passion project and stuff. So the expectations were already managed. Whereas like because of it's like a small team, it's effectively an indie game
But
because of
they
that.
should,
But
but
then
they should
it's
say that.
but Redfall isn't. That's the thing. It's like the full team. It's like the full Arcane Austin team on it.
Doesn't mean they won't run into problems though.
Oh, of
But they
course, I know.
marketed the hell out of it though. That's
Mm,
one thing you can say about these companies. They'll
mm,
pay for the marketing
mm.
and not deliver a marketable product.
I think the problem is that a lot of marketing is things are marketed wrong. Like for example, Cyberpunk and stuff. Cyberpunk marketed to be like GTA when it's like it's more like um Witcher or Elder Scrolls or something like that, or Fallout. Like it is an open world RPG. It's just in a city. Like
Right. Or they could have just said what they needed to say. It not come just for Xbox Series X and next gen only. That's it.
mm,
That's it. That's all they needed to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Next gen
Well,
only.
yeah. Next
That
gen
was
only. Yeah.
it.
That.
That was all they needed to do, and then that
Mm.
was the best marketing that could ever won the game.
I'd say like so. Okay, let's the ultimate question. Look at that list. Look at some of the other games that you've got coming up. Forget third party. First party, Xbox, what do they need to do to have a successful year? And then what do they need to do and it would make it amazing
What they would need to do to have a successful year is
this
if
year?
they're going to release a game, release it on time.
Yeah. Okay. So
If they're
release their
going
games basically.
when they said, yeah, release their games.
Hmm.
Um, and what was the second question? What's gonna help them
What could they do then to have to push that up from just like a good year to like a really like an amazing year?
stay consistent?
Stay consistent, yeah.
That's stay consistent. Even if I mean, I don't know how to really put it. Um, I'll just say come out on time and stay consistent
Hmm.
with the quality of the
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
Like I think that like games running into a lot of technical
Mm,
glitch issues, but
mm.
they've been worked on for so long is that should be the least of their
I
problems.
I agree. I think like, and I'm gonna be more specific, but it's basically the same as what you were saying. Is that they need to release all of those, the Forza, Redfall, Starfield, Minecraft Legends, all need their first party games basically. They all need to release this first half of the year and be really good. Like critical and commercial successes. Minecraft easily will. Starfield, I'm sure it will be. Redfall is maybe the question mark, but I'm hopeful. And Forza,
Redfall
like,
might
is
come
with
out.
Forza, I'm really hyped for. It's the first proper like next gen only race like sim racer, so I'm hyped for that.
Yeah, yeah,
But they need to then in summer have a fantastic
yeah.
showcase with upcoming games coming up, and they need to have a good back end as well. They need to have maybe Hellblade, Avowed, and um, something from maybe
Dead Island. I think that's coming
yeah,
out.
well, Dead Island, that's a multiplayer, isn't it? They need to have like maybe
Oh, you
something
mean as far
from
as first party
yeah,
exclusive?
Compulsion Games or something. One of those studios that's been quite, or like a release date for next year of State of Decay 3 or something like that. They need to have games that are coming out within that next 12
Yes,
months. And like you said,
yes,
so it's
they
basically like you
do.
said, they need to release all these upcoming games which we're expecting, and like it's a stacked first half of the year, and then they need to continue that on for at least another 12 months before they're going to have people who are confident in them releasing stuff again, like because they've just
The
been
case
they've lacked that consistency.
If that's the case, then they need 2 years. They're behind too because the pandemic
Exactly.
did slow things down. So I would say 2 years of
Mm,
consistent releases
mm,
on time,
yeah.
as they say. And
Yeah.
and they don't have to be back to back to back. Like you
Mm,
could give me once every 2 or 3 months. I could take a quarter. You know what
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe 2 games a quarter. I could take that,
Mm,
put in some you're gonna of course release some good indies that are gonna be in there. Some are not gonna be, some games
mm.
aren't yet. I just say at least be consistent with that.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, they need to really figure out this scheduling thing. Oh yeah, and I mean, obviously, to make it ideal for them, Activision Blizzard merger will close as well in the first half of the
Oh
year.
yeah.
Um,
Come on, people, so I can play Call of Duty by the way for 20.
oh yeah, and Game
I'm
Pass.
just saying.
And if it goes through, apparently they've offered it to PS Plus. So it's like, why? Who on earth wouldn't want it to go through? Because who doesn't want to play Call of Duty, or not have
Right.
to pay that $70 every
Fun.
year?
Why not? Oh,
Mm.
me being the adult cheap gamer that I am. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man,
But
if I
yeah,
don't have to pay for games, I don't want to
uh,
pay for them. I
I,
will like
nah,
if I
man, I
really want
pay
them,
for
or if
that.
they're gonna.
I'm gonna pay.
But like
I didn't because I was nervous. I was disappointed in the last Call of Duty that I
mm,
played.
mm,
And I played at least the free one was kind of dope. I think this one is kind of dope. I've been hearing good things about it. So I think they're gonna redeem Activision.
mm.
But
uh,
yeah,
so yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of like everything, like of what we can expect from these guys. Well, what we know is coming, and what we kind of hope for as well. Like we got some big multiplats coming out. There's things like Alan Wake 2 as well. Um,
yeah, I know, and they've been so tight-lipped on their game.
mm,
But again, transparency. They
yeah,
told us this, so
yeah,
nobody can whine and be like,
mm,
"Haven't we seen anything from Alan Wake 2?" They said that they went. He made a 10-minute speech and said that they will be tight-lipped on it.
mm,
Transparency. That's all we do ask. Well, I don't say that's all we ask, but at least I ask for that
mm,
in gaming. I think it's important, like the journal logs, the diary, the dev diaries. I think
mm.
all these are important to let your people know what's going to happen. Be consistent with your dates,
I agree. Oh, and I
please.
forgot about Arc 2 as well. Arc 2's coming
I
out.
know
That's
you
a
did. I
yeah.
know. Like
You
I
noticed that,
said,
did
when
you?
part two comes out,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the anti. I'm
We
gonna be
need
some
to start. We need to
anti-social
start a
in the
server
real
breeze.
right
We need to
world.
like make it chaotic, where we just like
I'm
um
gonna get it. Hopefully, they have their servers in place so I can
mm,
purchase a server, so I don't have to deal with.
yeah.
And, and listen, Dead Island is supposed to come out April, I believe. It's been pushed
Mm.
back from February
Yeah,
to
April
April. It was supposed to
28th.
be.
Yeah, April 28th
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
so I've had that pre-ordered forever,
Mm.
waiting. So that's gonna be a big release. That's
Yeah.
been years in the making. Arc 2. Yeah, I mean, those have been years in the making. Like if they just be consistent and drop those, they're gonna have a good year. They're good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to. I can't wait to get a PS5. I don't have a PS5 yet, so I don't get to enjoy PS5. I still have a PS4. I still
Sweet.
game.
Damn. Okay.
Not the same.
So you know what? I think that's all we've got to talk about this week. So okay, just so you guys know, managing some expectations. Before I do that, if you're still here or if you listen to the podcast and you enjoy our stuff, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Um, I'll try and do that at the start next time a little bit just to remind people. But yeah, if you can, that would be great. It would help us out. Share us out if you feel like other people want would like to listen to us like talk some shit about games. Um, we are going to be committing to this now. It's going to be Fridays every week, 7 p.m. in the UK, and that's 11 a.m. Pacific. Is that correct? I think it's eight
No, I
hours
think that's
back.
10 a.m. Is that
No, no,
10
seven.
or 11?
So we were
7.
supposed to start at 6 today, but my technical issues delayed that. But yeah, so we're going to be starting at
Yeah,
7 and minus 8 hours. That's 11
11.
a.m. and Pacific
11.
time, and then you guys in America, I'm afraid you're gonna have to do your math. I think. Um, so 7 in the UK would be like what 2 o'clock in
It's
the
11 a.m.
Eastern, yeah, like, and that's 2 p.m. Eastern, is it? It's 3 hours difference, is it?
Yep, 2 p.m. Eastern.
There you go.
Pacific
Um,
Standard Time.
So yeah, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be we're gonna be trying to be a bit more disciplined with it. Like yeah, do a weekly thing, like in the evenings. It's gonna be me and Breeze will be like your every week host. We're gonna have people like come in when they can, different people from the Gamerhub team, and maybe some cool guests, some developers. I know that JP and Nick said they'd be interested in talking. They've got some updates and stuff for our
Nice.
experience. So yeah,
Cool.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, look, Happy New Year 2023. Thanks for joining us. Find me on Facebook. I'm over at the Gamerhub community group, Gamerhub Facebook, Gamerhub website, or everything Xbox Facebook as well. Shout out to those guys. Breeze, your outro.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, sorry, are you not doing an outro? I thought you were gonna say shout out the
Did you
Gamerholics.
did you did you end it?
No, 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 I haven't ended it. No, no, no.
Oh my
I was giving
God, you
you
could
the
end it
opportunity.
now. Peace out. Like y'all know where to find me, Queen Breeze on Facebook. Check me out there. You can hit us up on Discord. You can check us out, Gamerholics, Game Time, Gamerholics.com. You can check us out anywhere. You can check me out on Gamer Hub as well. Because I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere.
Cheers.